Hi, beautiful. Welcome to A Course in Miracles, written in the text, chapter 24, The Goal of Specialness, section 1, Specialness as a Substitute for Love. Paragraph 1. Love is extension. To withhold the smallest gift is not to know love's purpose. Love offers everything forever. That's so beautiful. I'm going to read that again. Love is extension. To withhold the smallest gift is not to know love's purpose. Love offers everything forever. Hold back but one belief, one offering, and love is gone, because you've asked a substitute to take its place, and now must war. The substitute for peace come with the one alternative that you can choose for love. Your choosing it has given it all the reality it seems to have. Beliefs will never openly attack each other because conflicting outcomes are impossible. But an unrecognized belief is a decision to war in secret, where the results of conflict are kept unknown and never brought to reason to be considered sensible or not. And many senseless outcomes have been reached, and meaningless decisions have been made and kept hidden, to become beliefs now given power to direct all subsequent decisions. Mistake you not the power of these hidden warriors to disrupt your peace. I'll pause here and say, isn't that an interesting concept? That if we aren't aware of our secret decisions, our meaningless decisions, that they're unconsciously running our script. And we'll think that we're justified because we think, well, it's just common sense. They were rude to me, so I need to be rude to them. Or this is just common sense. I need to withhold this because they don't appreciate me. And it's not that we can't use wise discernment. There is a difference in my experience between judging someone and having discernment. Sometimes our discernment says this isn't a healthy situation for them or myself, and it's not actually in their highest or my highest good to continue engaging in this way. And that's a really different energy than contempt or judgment of they're bad, they're guilty, they're sinful. Mistake you not the power of these hidden warriors to disrupt your peace, for it is at their mercy while you decide to leave it there. The secret enemies of peace, your least decision to choose attack instead of love, unrecognized and swift to challenge you to combat and to violence, far more inclusive than you think, are thereby your election. Do not deny their presence nor their terrible results. All that can be denied is their reality, but not their outcome. Let's pause here and say, so we can pretend we're not doing that. We can refuse to look at our part in conflict and blame the other. We can do that. We can deny the reality, but we don't get to deny the outcome. There'll still be cause and effect within the illusion. All that is ever cherished as a hidden belief to be defended, though unrecognized, is faith in specialness. This takes many forms, but always clashes with the reality of God's creation and with the grandeur that He gave His Son. What else could justify attack? For who could hate someone whose self is His and whom He knows? Only the special could have enemies, for they are different and not the same, and difference of any kind imposes orders of reality and a need to judge that cannot be escaped. What God created cannot be attacked, for there is nothing in the universe unlike itself. But what is different calls for judgment, and this must come from someone better. Someone incapable of being like what He condemns, above it, sinless by comparison with it, and thus does specialness become a means and an end at once. For specialness not only sets apart, but serves as grounds from which attack on those who seem beneath the special one is natural and just. The special ones feel weak and frail because of differences, for what would make them special is their enemy, yet they protect its enmity and call it friend. On its behalf, they fight against the universe, for nothing in the world they value more. It's really fascinating concept that when we think that we're better or above others, that is our justification for attacking them and condemning them. And when we recognize that at a core level, at our deepest level, you are not above or below anyone. You're unique. You have different life circumstances, and you have different, your human character has different DNA has different nurture and nature than someone else. And if you had someone else's exact DNA and their exact upbringing, then you would do exactly what they did. And specialness says, well, my nurture and my nature is better than yours. So I'm better than you. And of course, a miracle says that's not true. And that is the insanity that brings about war. You are not above or below anyone. But you are perfect, whole, and complete, just as you are. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be traveling. I'm leaving for tomorrow for Switzerland, and then I'll be in Scotland, and then I'll be in Egypt. So I've got a season of travel in front of me, and I'm not going to be able to have regular access to creating these videos for you. So I will be taking a break, and I will return mid-November. And I really appreciate those of you that are here every weekday with me, taking a few minutes to immerse yourself in the spirit of A Course in Miracles. I really appreciate you showing up and doing the work with me, and it's really an honor, and I'm so happy to get to be here. And I appreciate your understanding that while I'm traveling, it would be difficult to keep up with the videos, but I'll be happy to see you again in mid-November, and I wish you a season of happiness, and please continue your studies on your own if that feels in alignment, or there's hundreds of videos if you'd like to review while I'm gone, and I'll see you soon. I love you.